Welcome to Sipp Culture. I am James Betts, and we highlight individuals, groups, organizations, or anybody for that matter who enhances or contributes to the culture. Today with me, I got a special guest, somebody who is a legend. I can name a whole bunch of list of other stuff, but we have Victoria Terrell, also known as Vikki Layne. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. Tired, as y'all see. I still got my apron on. We just had a busy lunch day today. So
yeah, man, she was working, she was cooking and doing everything else, and we got it going on. So, well, without further ado, the people who don't know who Victoria is, who is Vikki Layne?
Well, I'm born and raised in Hattiesburg. My parents born and raised in Hattiesburg. So, I'm just a everyday chick, from the Burg.
Just from the Burg, yeah.
I'm just hard working though, I'm out here trying to get it, trying to win. So, but I'm just a regular girl.
Just like a hard worker, somebody who just, get it out the, who's in the trenches.
You was gonna say it right, get it out the mud, like seriously,
hey,
for real.
And I think that's admirable because people who have it handed to them, they think, they
I don't even know what it's like.
Right, me neither. It's just having to be creative, and being creators, you have to actually start from scratch.
Right. So, every situation, everything. I've come a long way. I've learned how to get it out the mud in a better way. Let's just say that,
Right.
So, but I've always been a go-getter. Always been. Like my parents, when I was a kid, like my daddy was like, look, you're not gonna be asking me for money. You're gonna wash these dishes and you're gonna get $5 a week.
Right.
$20 a month.
Right.
So, or I remember when I was a kid, I let folks eat up all their Halloween candy, and then I would bag it up and sell it.
See,
so,
that's that.
My little area.
That's that mentality, out there getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like into the. This is my first time coming here. It's actually beautiful. If you haven't been down here to Vikki Layne, it's beautiful. It's like amazing outside. It's like a courtyard. It's like this.
Oh yeah.
The whole setup, man. So
it's a blessing, really.
Speaking of the restaurant, what got you into into the restaurant business? And have you had any other businesses outside of?
I have. I've just always been an entrepreneur. Like I remember my mom not even too long ago, she's like, oh my gosh, I hate that you got this entrepreneur spirit. She just wanted me to go get a job and just work, but I've just never been that type. I mean, I've held jobs, of course, but I just love to create. I love to build. My passion isn't even cooking. Don't get me wrong, I like to cook, and my granny, one of the best cooks, shout out to Miss Pinky, but one of the best cooks come out of Hattiesburg. But my passion is to build, to make something out of nothing, to create. So, like when I did music.
Right. So
the restaurant business was just another thing. I was living in Dixie a few years ago, and I noticed after 5 o'clock, it was nothing to eat. Literally, I couldn't find anything to eat. So, but even prior to that, I remember I was locked up actually, and I remember going to God like, look, Lord, I know I'm always hustling. Like my whole life, I feel like I just been always hustling. I've always had to go and get it, and I just got tired of hustling.
Right.
And I told God if He just give me a way to make legal money, but on a large scale. I want to build an empire. If He give me a way out, then I would do it. And I actually wrote up my whole plan on my bunk. Right. And I can remember telling everybody, like, it was locked up with me at the time, like, y'all, I'm going to have this business, I'm going to have this restaurant when I get home, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I had my whole menu. And so many people were like, girl, please. You can't do that. No, you're not going to be able to do that. So I came home, I worked a little bit, and like I said, I was living in Dixie, and I noticed it just was nothing to eat after 5 o'clock, and not even just after 5, even during the day. It just was as far out as it was very limited. So it was a spot behind Three Little Pigs Barbecue. It used to be a Vietnamese spot. Yeah. The old faux something. It's a faux spot.
Right.
But the lady had a for rent sign in the window. And I went and got it, and got home. But my boyfriend got home from work, and I was like, "Hey, come ride with me. Let's go look. I want to show you something." Pulled up to the restaurant. He's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Hey, we got a restaurant." It's like, what? Yeah,
Yeah,
with the work.
that's a
Come
hell of a
home, we got a
surprise.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like,
But,
got a restaurant now, like I got a new puppy. Or
nah.
restaurant.
I mean, but I've always been like that though. Like, I mean, I have an idea. If I believe in it, if I feel like God put it in my spirit, I feel like He's gonna open doors for it, or I pray. If I feel like it's it in my gut, I'm going after it, and I'm gonna put my all into it. I had a hair business years ago. I opened up on Broadway Drive. At the time, it was no other hair stores that sold bundles.
Mm-hmm.
This was years ago. Not everybody sell bundles now, but it's called a hair bar.
Hair bar.
Yep, and it did really well. And when the game changed, I just changed with the game. Like, I still sell hair now, but I do a wholesale. Now I only sell, like, a lot of people don't even know I still sell hair. I sell hair to the people that sell hair, to the people that sell hair.
Oh, so you the plug, you the one to go to.
You know what I mean? So. I believe in being ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
So I look at something, see what's missing, and then I do that. Even with the restaurant, I try not to do items that everybody else is doing.
Right.
You know, I try to do things a little differently, or put my own spin on stuff. Bring stuff here that nobody's really doing.
That's actually how Sipp culture came about. Like, I saw people like actually having a complaint about not having an outlet to go to. So I was like, I watched, and everybody's like, man, we don't have anything here in Mississippi. So I just looked at it and I said, why not create something that people can go to, and it's on that scale now, but looking to expand. But every time somebody's like having something that there's a need or there's a demand, I'm looking in that area. So
because honestly, it's needed. Like, I wish this was going on back when I did music, because when I did music, chicks didn't rap.
Right.
This was a while ago, before Cardi B, before Nicki, before all of that. Like, there was no other girls really rapping when I first started. You know, I had to go up against dudes. Yeah. You know, I used to tear their heads off.
And hold your own.
You know, like I had to, because if not, then back then the only way women was doing it was making it through was on their back, and I wasn't going.
Right.
You know, so like I had to be, as a woman, you have to be the best. When you step out of something, like even right now, I got other partners that have restaurants. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Huggy, Fairly the Wing, Nick Fairly.
What's up, y'all?
So those my people, you know. Mm-hmm. So like all of them are doing it, but they don't anywhere near get as much flack as I do as a woman.
Right.
Being from the crib doing it.
Right.
You know, it's a lot easier for them than it is with us. With us, we have to work twice as hard just to get half as much.
Right.
You know, like I could step out, I could walk on water right now, and they're gonna be like, oh, she's walking on water because she can't swim. You know, like it's just one of those things. So, but in that being the scenario in every other situation, I came into this situation ready for it. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, like I'm ready to be the best. I'm ready to go the extra mile. Like I come in on my days off, I'm making sure things are right.
Right.
You know.
You know, like I mean, let's dig into that as far as like being a woman in different areas, music, the restaurant business. You know, women in history seems like they have like a lot of hurdles to jump, or any kind of adversity that comes their way. They have to work twice as hard as the male. Like, you know, share your experience. You already went into it, but just as a woman in general.
Well, like I said, I started at the spot South 49 by Camp Shelby. Out there, I did very well. Like the whole base would eat with me for lunch every single day. And then the storm messed up my building. I went and got a regular job. The tornado, the one that messed up Cary.
Oh.
Yeah, I got some bad winds from there that messed up my building. I shut down. And I worked a regular job for a little while. I still had my little side hustle and stuff. But I just noticed when I stepped back into the restaurant business, it was okay when I was in the back of the club. It was okay when I was on the bypass, you know. Oh yeah, we support it. As soon as I upgraded like the way I have now, oh my gosh, I got more backlash than I ever did any other time. Like things that other people get a little leeway with, I don't get. Right. Which is fine. I mean, I welcome it. It's nothing that's gonna break me.
You challenge.
Oh yeah, it don't. All of that stuff doesn't change anything.
Right.
It doesn't slow anything down. As you see when you pulled up, you know, I mean, we boom every day.
Moving, just
you
constantly working.
Yes, and then I do a lot of catering as well. So even with that, like I just have to make sure that I'm the best at it. My steaks, they're seasoned now for tomorrow. We gotta make sure it's the best steak you ever had when you come in here.
I'm a steak guy, so I gotta try it out.
Yeah, our ribeye is real popular. So I literally go through slabs and slabs of ribeye.
Man.
So it's just one of those things. I don't even complain about it, really, honestly, because it's one of those challenges that you recognize and you see, but you don't worry about because it literally stops nothing.
Absolutely.
People worry about things that harm them or hurt them or slow them down or stop them.
Right.
With me, nothing stops me. Like, I know who the source of my sufficiency is. When I say God opened doors for me, God has opened doors for me to buildings that we, as in black folks, couldn't even walk in.
Right.
We had to go in the back door of. So,
I mean, I'm just looking at this. This is like amazing itself, and
yeah,
you wouldn't, if you were walking downtown, you look in there, you're like, oh, probably it's a white person that owns that, or probably somebody else
I get that sometimes. People come in and say, so who owns this?
Yeah, you like,
oh yeah, that's
looking at it. Oh, you, and it's a surprise,
oh, yeah.
which it shouldn't be in society where it's just like, you own this? Like,
I'm gonna tell you why it's a surprise, because we put limits on ourselves.
Yes.
We don't know how far we can go. That's why it's a shocker when they walk in here and they look around and see how nice it is. They're shocked that this is something that somebody from the same place that they're from can accomplish. And to me, this is nowhere near it even what, don't get me wrong, I prayed for this building. Like, for real. Like, the backstory on this building, crazy how I got it. But we put limits on ourselves. We never know what we can do. We only think we can sell plates out of our house.
Right.
And it's no shot, no shade, nothing. I respect anybody that's hustling. However, you gotta get it.
Always gotta start somewhere.
Right, you gotta start somewhere, but it can get so much bigger than that.
Right.
We put the limits on ourselves. And see, me, I have no limits. Like none.
That's that mentality of the wealthy. The wealthy, they like, there's this saying in the Art of War where the battle is already won
before you even go to fight.
Right, see, you already know.
Oh yeah, 48 laws of power, the Art of War.
Man, it's like, see, a lot of people, and let's get into your story more. A lot of people know your music tenure. They know you from music back in the day.
But there's a lot of people that don't know that was me.
Oh.
Because I get people that's like, oh, you Smurf? And I'm like, no, who told you that? Like, no. That was my wretched alter ego. That is not me. No, I have evolved now. But it's a lot of people that don't know that.
Yeah.
Or they never put two and two together to know that that's, what I'm saying.
And the reason I say that is because, there was Victoria before, Smurf. Like, in your growth from that point until now, and I know stories and fables, or whether fictional or non-fictional, they are motivational, and you can find any kind of gem out of it. And I want people to hear your story into your evolution of, where you are, because people may see it and like, man, she probably got a rich uncle, and like people that don't know you rich.
I wish I had a rich uncle. Please, rich uncle. I miss you. Call me.
If anybody knows that I have a rich father somewhere, let me know. Hey, invest.
Right.
But yeah.
No, don't invest. Just cut me a check. The investment, I got to give it back. No. Just bless me. Yeah, let the Lord use you.
Send it over.
Nah, it goes all the way back from the music. I don't know how deep you want me to go into my background, but it is what it is. Like, I had a joint called Stilettos in the Trap. Back in the day, like, we were really in the trap. But I came up in the era back then. Back then it was way different than now. Way, way, way different. Yeah. The trap was way different. It's not like it is now.
Oh, yeah. Things changed over time.
Oh yeah, you couldn't pay me to do anything. I'm not from the jaywalk right now in the city of Hattiesburg. But yeah, back then, I just did what I had to do to get what I needed done,
Yeah.
So music was on the side, and I just was really good at it. And it wasn't that my passion was music. It was just to be able to build something.
Yeah.
To be really dope at something. I love the challenge. Like, I never was competing with any other women. I've always been the type of woman that want to work with the women and compete with the men.
Yeah.
You know.
So you like revolutionary in that, right?
Yeah.
Like they are the ones who are out there. We are the ones who looked at as like secondary.
Right.
Let me lead the charge.
It's just not very many other people look at it the same way.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, back then, I mean, we were really getting out the mud for real. Like, I would literally leave from handling my business to go to the studio, then go to school. You know, like, I remember, not to incriminate myself, but, you know, I remember handling business in my apartment at school, you know, like having to go to class and then go to, or missing class to go handle my business. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, but times change. My dad, I remember him coming to meet with me one day, and he's like, why are you hustling? Like, you're so smart. You can do anything else. There's so many other ways you can get money. And I remember like a fool telling him, because I'm good, Daddy. Like, I'm good at it. Like a fool. Like, I don't know, back then my goals were just off. I didn't want to be on the Forbes list. I wanted to be Griselda Blanca, which is crazy. Don't want to be her. No, don't want to be. But fast money was just addictive, honestly. And when you're able to get it the way we were getting it back then, it's just, and then when you're young, you have more heart. Yeah. You know, you're a lot more fearless. When you're 19, when you're 20, did it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't even know that. But yeah, I could just look back and remember when I'm 19 and I'm 20, you'll ride with some work. You know, like you would do stupid shit like that. Can I curse? Is that all right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
God ain't through with me yet, you know. But yeah, you'll do dumb shit. You know, you would do that for a few bands, or you know, and when you're getting it, you don't think about the consequences in that moment. Yeah. You don't think about the consequences until you're embarrassing your parents, you know, going to jail, and then you're reminded that the whole city know your whole family. Yeah. And your daddy and your mama got to sit in the courtroom and listen and say what your bond is.
Yeah, I know that's kind of hard. People learn a lot through experience.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of experiences in life. I know I saw you mention your dad. Like, how was he a big inspiration on you?
Man, my daddy was like a superhero to me when I was a kid. Like, when I say I don't know anybody else more thorough than him. I used to sit at the door, and when my daddy would go to the bathroom and wait on him to come out. He was literally like the realest person. He don't care what he say. It is what it is type of person. You know, like it was very straightforward, shoot from the hip. He don't care if it hurts your feelings. It is what it is. Like, I can remember going to him like, man, Daddy, such and such is going on. I don't think I can make it, or this and that. And thinking he gonna pat me on the back or give me a hug. And he's like, what you mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know who you are? Right. But you ready to quit? So you gonna fail? Right. What you start for? You know, you go to him with a problem or feeling down on yourself, thinking you can have a pity party, and he's like, look, get your ass up. Right. What you down there? Right. Like, what are you down there for? And if you don't think you can do it, then why did you even start? Like, he just didn't believe in failure. Like, excellence was the only option. Yeah. Literally. That's how I look at it too. Like, I don't, like, people look at me and they're like, how do you let this roll off your back, or how do you let that, like, because it's not even an option to fail. I don't have a safety net. Like, I am the safety net. Right. So, like, my whole life has always been that way. Even when I failed, I didn't fail. You know, I mean, even when the losses that I took weren't losses. They were just learning experiences. And so my bounce back be crazy. Crazy, like, you know, just having from where you're coming from, and just, like, I think I get a sense of pride just, knowing that I came from a certain area, and now I'm here, because people don't know the true story. They only see the finished product. My daddy, let me tell you, my daddy made a 12 on the ACT from one of the lowest areas in Hattiesburg. My mama was from the Gula, one of the first people in her family to graduate from college. Same house my mama grew up in, the same house her mom grew up in, same house her mom grew up in. Like, my folks come from very humble beginnings. And like I said, my daddy made a 12 on the ACT, 12 or 13. When he died, he had a PhD in organic chemistry. See? You know what I'm saying? He's in the Hall of Fame for football at USM. Like, excellence literally is the only option. Right. So, like, when things go wrong or things on the outside looking in look like if you walking through fire, like, man, I'm walking through it. I'm not finna sit in it. You're not finna burn me. When I'm gonna come out on the other end, I'm not even gonna smell like smoke. And I think that's the issue with a lot of people, because people can see you go through things, they can see you down, and it makes them feel a little better about their situation when they're down. But then when you bounce back up and you look like you never went through anything at all, they're like, damn. You know, so sometimes people kind of envy that.
Right.
Or sometimes people, they don't understand. It's like when I came home, it was people that were in the same situation or worse, and they were out the whole time. So for them, I guess it's just one of those things when you come from the same places that other people are from and you're doing things. Sometimes, I don't know how to say it without it sounding kind of fucked up, because I mean, I don't even really hate anybody for feeling this way, but I guess it's kind of hard sometimes to see people that have had the same opportunities that you've had, because we all got the same opportunities. Cause wasn't shit given to me,
right?
And they get here, but you're still here. So sometimes people, their anger is misguided.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, your change and your evolution always resides within who you are.
Right.
You find out, like, what bothers you, what angers you, or what makes you give up, what are your limits. You have to challenge yourself to go after that, opposed to looking at it and saying, okay, man, I won't be able to do that because that's so much. And you look at it different. Like, y'all in the same situation, you know, anything, but both of you have similar things going on, but the perspective is different. Like, you look at it like, oh, it's a challenge, I'm ready for it. The other person's like,
But not because it's easy.
Right.
None of this shit has been easy. I've been homeless, I've been broke, I've been several times, you know, like, it's been times where I didn't know where my next meal was gonna come from, real shit.
Right.
Like, even as an entrepreneur, there have been times when I've owned businesses and I had to choose between paying the light bill in my crib and paying the light bill in my business. It's been times when I've been able to feed my kids and not myself. You know, it's just, I don't dwell on that shit. Like, I don't look at it as a stopping point. You know, things happen. I'm always looking at how, I'm really solution oriented, I guess you can say.
yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck about the problem.
Right.
Because they're gonna come, they're gonna happen.
They're gonna always happen.
Always. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna help you. Not everybody's gonna support. Like, none of that matters. You have to support yourself. You have to help yourself. Like, I've started with nothing several times and just used this to create this, to create this, to create this. You know, like, I suffer from a lot of shit. People don't even know. Like, I got bipolar disorder. I have a hard time completing tasks. Probably hard to tell, because I complete a lot of shit. But you know, in the black community, we don't discuss none of that.
Right.
You crazy if you have any of those issues. If you bipolar, oh, that just means she's moody. When they don't even realize it's much different from all of that. It really has not much to do with mood. It affects my focus more than anything.
Right.
Like, I have to be disciplined because I'll be scatterbrained. Like, on my highs, it's not, oh, you're just super happy. It's you're manic. You're just all over the place.
Yeah,
you know.
I never understood that. Like, we look at it and it's like, it's dismissive. I mean, it's irresponsible to be dismissive to any kind of mental thing going on with somebody. Anybody could be going through anything. I'm
gonna tell you why. Because we're in the black community, we associate all of that with being weak.
Yes.
And as a black woman, especially, we have to be strong. We are the most hated, the most disrespected. If we're strong, well, then we're a bitch. And we're too independent, and we won't let anybody help us. If we need help, then we're weak. We're dumb. How come you don't know how to do it yourself? If we're smart, then we're too smart. We're supposed to be smart, but not smarter than everybody else, right? You're supposed to want to get rich, but not too much, because then you're greedy. We're supposed to want to be fine, but not be vain. You know, but we're supposed to be, don't get fat though, because then you're fat, not thick, you know.
Right.
And nobody wants you. But don't get skinny, because then you look like you on this shit. So what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, it's like us as black women, it's a lot of stuff, and then we unprotected. Like, because when we cry out for help, when we need something, why are you crying? What's wrong with you? You know, it's all these other issues.
Yeah, I love getting the perspective from the woman in general, because sometimes you might have a man say a real woman is this, and you know, you have to get that perspective from a woman. You can't tell a woman.
Man, we get the most flack if we out here living life, and then we're a hoe. You know, it's like we're judged more than anything, whereas I feel like other people are able to just be themselves, and it is what it is. But by no means is that a crutch.
Right.
You know, because you can't let it be. Because if you allow it to be a crutch, then you get nowhere because there is no help for it. You have to help yourself. There's only help within each other.
Yeah.
And you only find a couple people that are like that.
Yeah. And you gotta having those like minds. I'm a firm believer in, you know, I don't look for like-minded people. I become what I want, and then you attract that, because there's gonna be certain people that feed into that energy.
Right.
Like, man, I like what you have going on, and now I want to join in with you, because you know, in the black community, that disconnect is huge. We're like, man, like I got this good idea. Nobody wants to, you know, go in
because we're so worried about somebody else beating us to the finish line. Man, that's the biggest problem. Like, even with me, like, I hire anybody. You could come to me right now and say, hey, Vikki, I just need a job. I'm just trying to feed my family. This and this and that. Come on, come start.
Like, do y'all hear that? Like, people out there who, man, no matter your background, you know, like,
you don't give a fuck about that.
She's connecting with you on that level to where it's like, it's not like, oh, you got this, I'm gonna judge you based on what you are.
But even still, I still have a hard time finding quality work.
True.
Because the way people would treat me, the stuff they'll come and do with me is not the same thing they'll do somewhere else. It's just we as the black community, we just don't respect each other. If Johnny is doing this over here, then let's go check out Johnny. It's new. We're like, people will sit at McDonald's. McDonald's can mess up your order 100,000 times.
Right.
I can have 500 people in here and people are mad that I can't get to them. You know.
Right. It's just like, man, like, you know,
it's judged
we give
very harshly.
Those corporations so many chances.
Oh yeah.
You know, complain about something they messed up, and you want them to fix it. And then you come to
They don't even give. Sometimes people don't even give me the chance to fix it.
That's the thing. Is that mentality.
They don't want me to fix it. They want it to be messed up. Sometimes.
So
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, it's kind of innate in the black community where it's just like, I want you to be. I want you to fail, or that failure is there. I really
refuse. I don't even want to think like that though. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, the reality is a lot of it is, but I still believe there's some good people in the black community, because there's a lot of people I run into. Excuse me, my allergies.
It's all good. It's that season.
Man, this pollen just won't let me be great, but I actually like it when I see other people that are like-minded like me, that are innovative. You know, like it's a lot of stuff I'm doing outside of this. I just don't see my moves anymore. But I would love to partner with people and work with them, or like even my employees. Like, man, you come work with me. Whatever going on in your life, we're gonna work through it. You know, like, I'm the one that I want to build.
You understand?
Yeah, well, not just understand, but I want to build CEOs.
Yeah.
I want to build entrepreneurs. Like my cooks, I'm looking for somebody now. Like, I want a cook that can grow with me now, because I got a 5-year plan already looking at my next spot.
Right.
You know, so I want to be able to take my cook, whoever start with me in here, and say, hey, we got this other spot we opening up. Go run my kitchen there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, hey, you got this idea, well, let's do it together, because you know the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't understand why people get so upset. Because you got 1,000 ways you can get it.
We discussed your goal of being on the Forbes billionaires list.
Yes.
Like, let's get into that. Like,
I always like to do the unexpected. You know, like, I want to do what nobody else has done. That's how I set my goals, and I figure if I reach out to be a billionaire, then I'll for sure be a multi-millionaire, you know. But it's not even so much as the money aspect of it, because, I mean, I get money. I've always got money. Even when I lose or fall off, I get money. Right. You know, so it's not even the financial aspect of it. I just know I could do so much with that, because if I'm a billionaire, if I become a billionaire, then that means I've reached out my other goals.
Right.
Like, even within my community. Like, I do a lot of community stuff. And if I'm a billionaire, then I can fund all this stuff.
Right.
You know, like, if I'm a billionaire, that means all my employees are millionaires.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, me wanting to make the Forbes list isn't so much as me just, well, not the Forbes, but the billionaire Forbes list.
Yeah.
It's not just so much I want $1 billion, so I just want to go swimming in it and stuff. No, it's...
You'll become a resource
yes,
to your community.
because, I mean, we're a resource now.
Absolutely.
You know, like, it's a lot of stuff we do. Like, for instance, for Easter, we gave out, it started with just homeless. I wanted to feed homeless people because I look at holidays. Holidays are difficult for me. I had a daughter to pass a few years ago, and holidays are really difficult for me. So I try to stay busy on those days. And me and my boyfriend, we came up here and we cooked, and he helped me. He's not a cook, but he's a concrete finisher, so you know. But he comes from a strong family. They do a lot of cooking and get-togethers and stuff like the traditional black family, you know.
Right.
My family isn't so much like that. Well, my dad's side of the family is like that, but my mom's side of the family isn't like that. So where we do like big meals and stuff. So for Easter, I know it's a lot of people that probably want that and couldn't eat, or you know, I mean, if you're living in a tent, it's not like you're getting home cooked meals.
Right.
So we're normally closed on Sundays, so we did a free lunch. But I didn't want to just give. I know a lot of people do give out free food and stuff, and I didn't want to give people stuff that I don't want to eat or what's left over and all that kind of stuff. So we did like our smothered chicken, we did smothered fried chicken, smothered baked chicken, black eyed peas, cornbread, rice and gravy, sweet tea lemonade, and it actually did really well. We ended up feeding homeless, all the fire stations, people that were stuck at work and couldn't be with their families. Or if you just didn't have a family, we fed kids, people walking up and down the streets. Like, to me, that's super fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do stuff like that. Like, I want to feed my folks. I hate to see people like, this is a spot that anybody could be walking down the street and you ain't ate all day and you might not have nothing in your pocket. You could say, hey, Miss Vikki, you got something need to be swept or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a plate. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I want to have. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to be downtown, because it's so close to my area.
Right.
Like, you know, my grandma still live on East 6th Street in the Gula across from Shempers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
closer to home. And
yeah, you know, I want to do stuff here. I feel like charity starts at home, and I don't mean charity like as in like a bum or anything. I mean like giving back, taking care of home starts at home. You know, people are always so quick to do stuff elsewhere and give to Africa and all this stuff. And that's cool. Don't even know nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but home is where, you know, the
I want to do stuff
is.
here. So I know to be able to do those things that I want to do, you have to be a successful person.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's the reason why I want to make the billionaire list.
Everything that we touched on kind of intertwined in the questions that I had. So, you know, that it seems like we touched on everything, but last thing I want to say is, where can the people follow you? Do you have Instagram, Facebook?
Yes. Now, if you go to church with me, you can follow me on Facebook, because I don't curse much on there. No, I'm just playing. No, but my Facebook, everything is all the same. Vikki Layne, VIKKILAYNES is the restaurant. IG, Facebook, Snap. My personal stuff is Vikki Layne too, but Miss Vikki Layne. I'm just kind of separate the two. But I'm open Monday through Friday from 11 to 2 p.m. 5:30. We reopen at 5:30 on Fridays and Saturdays as well. We also, our outside is a venue.
Yes.
So I wanted to have a spot to where we could come and be comfortable. Grown folks to come, enjoy your night, eat good food.
Family-oriented type
Yes. Or like of course you could bring your family, but sometimes grown folks want to step out,
right?
You know, and leave your kids at home and just have them a glass of wine, or you know, just eat good food and just relax without all the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the type of spot I want to have. That's the vibe I want to give. We have events. I cater as well. My seafood spreads are super popular. Crab legs, shrimp, seafood spread queen over here. But yeah.
Give that address too.
Oh yeah, we're at 115 Walnut Street. I have a lot of things coming up. So we're adding karaoke. We're gonna do like open mic karaoke, kind of put a spin on it. I don't know if you're from Hattiesburg. Years ago, Buffalo Wild Wings did this.
Yeah.
It was really popular. All the who's who, if you could sing, you know, like so you think you can sing, they came out. That's the type of vibe we want here.
Yeah.
So Thursday nights we're gonna be doing that. We have live bands Friday night, Saturday night, just good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Open mic for comedians. If you think you funny, come on out. We're gonna have a time where you can come out. I'm not doing any open mic for like rap or anything like that, but I don't want my spot to be confused with a bar.
Yeah.
So nothing against rap, because we go to Nostalgia one time for Nostalgia, places like that. Then we go to those afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with it or anything. I just want
that.
a different vibe
in
here, So we do birthday parties, weddings, receptions. Come down, look at my outside area. I have 2 patios. One is covered. We have a second bar out there. Like literally, the sky's the limit. If you dream it, think it, we can do it here. No problem with it.
Yeah. But hey, like I said, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity.
Definitely.
To get you in general, and then your journey, and then the restaurant.
I'm just trying to win, man.
And I want to see you win. That's a currency for me to see other people win. So.
That's me too. And then I don't want to just. It's no fun in winning by yourself. I want to win with people.
Right.
And I want to open doors to where we can all win together. Cause man, there's so much money out here for us to make. There's so many doors out here that people think are closed and they're not.
Right.
And if you feel like they're closed, man, it's never been a door that I prayed that God didn't just knock down for me.
Right.
He done created buildings for me and put doors on them. So definitely, if anybody have anything they want to do, reach out to me. I'm real, open to it. So pop-up shops, if you're another entrepreneur, you own a business, whatever it is, whether you do hair, whether you do nails, whether you sell clothes, whether you sell shoes, whatever it is, get at me, because my outside is nice. We can do pop-up shops out there. Also, Ellen Maddox, the Maddox Bakery, they do all of our sweets.
Okay.
So reach out to me. I'm always wanting to work with other people, and we can see how we can get these coins together, because it's out here for us to get.
Absolutely.
And thank y'all for coming in.
No, thank you. We're glad to have this. And
one more thing. Make sure y'all also follow Black with No Chaser. It's another spot. Yeah. They're similar to Sipp Culture, but it's literally just what the name says, Black with No Chaser.
Right.
It's straight from the hip, Sometimes they might make a little hair. Yes. Charles Lawrence or CJ Lawrence, he's the owner and founder of it. But Tyrus is my cousin, actually. So he's one of the writers for it. So make sure y'all check that out. Because there's a lot of good stuff going on with them. And yes, a lot of information. Yes, but it's not just information like where it's boring. A lot of resources as well.
Right.
Black with No Chaser Money Talks. It's a group where you can get help with anything, your finances, credit repair, anything. It's just a group where we just bounce ideas off of each other.
Right.
You can go in there and say, hey, I'm trying to build my portfolio with stocks and get whatever, and it's free. So that's the type of time I'm on. I'm trying to get the 850 credit score.
Oh yeah, it's working on every aspect.
Yes, that's what I want. I ain't really worried about all the bullshit. I'm trying to get to these coins.
Yes.
Because it's out here. Like the owners of my building, they own Bedford Care. Like they've been so good to me, and they've just really opened my eyes to how.
Like different on that other side.
Yes, that you don't even like I said, we think here. Like never until I started doing this did I realize that the sky is the limit.
Right.
Like seriously, like I have so many different friends that own different businesses, and they just opened my eyes to see that there are no limits on anything.
Right.
So
I got around a certain people that kind of opened my eyes to different things. So that makes you think on a broader spectrum.
Yeah, the other stuff don't even matter to you after a while. It's like, as long as these doors, as long as people running in here to eat, it's all good.
That's it. Man, like I said, I appreciate you for giving us the opportunity.
Definitely.
And shout out to Black with No Chaser.
Yes.
Shout out to, like you gave out Nostalgia and who was that?
Fairly's Wings.
Yeah, shout out to
Huggy.
And thank you guys for tuning in to Sipp Culture, where we highlight individuals, groups, organizations, or anybody for that matter who contributes to the culture. And that's it.